What's going on, guys? It's Brandon or teslaflex, and today we're here in my Model Y Performance using the new version of full self-driving version 12.5. And in this version, what makes it special is that this is actually the version that will go on the Cybertruck to have full self-driving eventually, end-to-end on highway, and then of course some of these other improvements here on the screen. But the big one is actually that this is using vision-based attention monitoring now. So it uses this camera right here, and it can actually see if I'm wearing my sunglasses, if I'm paying attention to the road. So right now I can't wear sunglasses to have the vision-based attention monitoring. So I'm going without sunglasses for this video, but in a later version, like they said somewhere on here, it says vision only driver monitoring with sunglasses. So that would be great when they add that. It's a little bright today, but not too bad. So let me just type in the address real quick of where we're going. We're on at Sam's Club, that's 5.6 miles away. And then it's going to take this route. It's going to go all the way around some interesting curves and turns, and even going onto a different road. So let's get going. Go in reverse, get this on a regular road real quick. Even clean the windshield a little bit. Trying to find the button for a second. I'm so used to the Model 3. All right. So I will get it started right here. Full self-driving is on. So if I zoom in closely to the screen, there is a tiny green dot right next to the little autopilot steering wheel. And that just indicates that I'm actually paying attention to the road. So as long as I'm just paying attention, I don't have to worry about touching the wheel at all. For example, let me throw some sunglasses on real quick and let's see what the car says. So I got my sunglasses on. And probably within the next like 10 seconds, yeah, there we go. So it says attention monitoring unavailable, sunglass use detected. And the green dot went away, but as soon as I take them off, maybe about 5 seconds, it'll realize that I am not wearing my sunglasses anymore. So let me just see if that green dot reappears. There we go. Attention monitoring active. So it's really nice that it says that. So yeah, you can't try to trick the system right now to wear sunglasses. I'm obviously going to do some testing to see if it's possible. But overall, I'm okay not wearing sunglasses if I don't have to touch the wheel, which is, it honestly makes it feel a little bit more magical. Like, I haven't touched the wheel once, and it's doing a great job. So let's decide to take a long way around for some reason, but we're getting on the road we need to get on. And we're turning right in 0.3 miles, a quarter mile, just right up there. All right, putting our right turn signal on. It's going to probably slot us into this right part of the lane. Maybe not. There we go. Very last second. So the stop sign's back there, but it stopped a little bit closer just because it needs to be able to see more. And it looks like we are good. This road is usually pretty empty anyway. And on to the main road. This is the road we'll be taking probably 4.5 miles of the way. So it's pretty easy, but there is some closures, so it'll be interesting to see if the closures are still there, how it navigates around them. And as I said, not having touched the wheel at all, so I'm obviously ready to take over if I absolutely need to, but I run full self-driving in this area quite frequently, so I can kind of see when it's going to mess up. And actually right here, I just noticed it was kind of over the dash lines a little bit as it turned into 2 lanes. I don't think that's a huge issue. Definitely kind of weird. I'm sure if there was a car that was already in the lane, it probably would have chosen faster, but it was kind of indecisive right there. It's impressive to see full self-driving like this. Like, I know it's worked pretty well since 12.3, but even now, just not having to touch the wheel, it really does make full self-driving feel like it's actually driving the car. Like before, with having to touch the wheel, that was all right. It definitely still worked, but this feels way better. even though, you know, I can't wear sunglasses right now. It's kind of bright in here, but thankfully I have tinted windows. I tried doing it in my Model 3. It worked. If I didn't get my windows tinted last week, it would have been a lot worse. So I'm really excited for them to actually add the sunglasses support. I'm not really sure how they're going to do that, but whichever way it takes. Fix that. All right, so we got a green light coming up here. It looks like it just turned green, so we should be good. I'm curious if it's going to hit a yellow and how it's going to react. I'm not going to, I mean, if it stops stupidly, I'm not going to let it do that, but yeah, it went right through the green light just like normal. I have gone through a couple yellow lights in my Model 3. One of them, it was like, it was on how on the old version it would have like sent on the brakes, so this one I just continued through. So maybe we'll get a yellow light up here that I can see what happens. There's a lot of cars waiting, so it's a pretty old green light. And here's our first little edge case right here. So it looks like the lane up there is closed. The left lane is closed. Here's our yellow light. So we're in a good spot right now. You can only really fit 2 cars in this area because right behind me there's a railroad. So I'm in a good spot. Let me see. Even if a train came, I have plenty of space. I'm in the right lane, so I don't have to worry about much. But there's a whole bunch of cars in the left lane that we'll have to get over. So I'm kind of wondering what the car is going to do for that. So we're moving already. It probably shouldn't let this Toyota in. If they signal, I'll let them in, but they're going to wait till the very last second. If someone signals, I'm sure the car will let you in. We'll see. I've got space. But this up here seems to be causing a lot of traffic, a lot of holdup right here on this street for the last couple weeks. So, doesn't look like there's a truck merging behind me. No one going in front of me. Maybe this Honda that's coming up will. No. So we're actually good. No one had to merge in front of me. People are zipper merging right. And wow, looks like, so the light's already fixed. Not sure why the street's so closed. Alright, we're immediately switching over to the left lane because we're turning there in 2.5 miles, 2.4 miles. Speed limit is 35. I'm going 37. About the same as everyone else. I usually probably go like up to 40 on this road, depending on the time of day. Alright, we're about to pass a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit sign, so we should be going a little bit faster now. It's staying a little bit under, just about 40, but the cars in front of me and around me are speeding up, so I'm just going to actually, I was going to push on the accelerator a little bit, but I'll just let it do its thing. Oh wow, there's a this OG silver Model 3. You don't see those all the time, almost ever. All right, we are approaching our left turn. So we're turning left on this road. It's a double left turn lane. Depending on where the car is, it sometimes likes to go in the far left, but it looks like, yep, okay, so we're going perfect in the far left, but we have to turn right pretty much immediately. But I do not doubt this car's ability to get in these cars because it's done it before. It's honestly pretty nice that it chooses a faster way because otherwise I'd be way in the back there and it might even be yellow by the time I go. So yeah, I'm the third car right here. It should go immediately. And then it, like I said, it immediately needs to switch over to the right lane because it's going to be turning right. So let's see what it can do. Look at that. It's doing right in because it literally has to turn right here. So good merge. And now we'll be turning right. We even have a green right turn arrow up there. So let's see if people actually see that and just turn. Not like there's a car coming from the other direction. There's no road coming from that way, so we're fine. Very smooth right turn. That steering wheel was just impressive. Such a smooth turn. I mean, it's normal for a regular driver, but for full self-driving, it's always been kind of like jerky when it does turns. So it looks like, oh wow, yeah. So I'm getting some of the sun hitting the smoke. There's a fire right now in Loveland, and I can actually see the smoke now. Pretty bad. I was kind of wondering why my arm was getting so orange in here. That's just the lighting from the sun hitting the smoke. Wow. Yeah, I can really see it now. So we're going around a turn. This says 25-mile-an-hour limit. The car doesn't really follow that. Uh, it's also not really unsafe. It's more, I mean, it's obviously for a reason, but I've never seen my Model Y go 25 around this curve. It maybe goes like 35 at the lowest. Yeah, it's 36 right now. Yeah, basically keeping the speed. I think they just don't want people, like, flying around these corners because there's a bunch of cars coming from different directions. But yeah, holding 36 and then just right above the speed limit right here. All right, we are moving. Now we're turning right at the not at the next right turn. It's the light a little bit up here. On previous versions, it has tried to turn in here to make the turn, but thankfully it doesn't do that anymore. And right now we're actually passing by Kyle's favorite restaurant in Fort Collins. And here we go, making our right turn. Now just watch the steering wheel. That was smooth. That's probably smoother than I do, honestly. That's why I get dinged for aggressive turning on Tesla insurance. So look at that, barely slowing down for the truck that turned right. No issues with that FedEx truck that almost looked like it was gonna come this way. And then we're turning right a little bit up here. Would have been nice if that person was walking across the street right this second. We're just gonna see how it works. And are making our final right turn into here. Kind of curious what it's gonna try to do. I just used this on the Model 3 to go to the gym the other day, and it almost seemed like it was trying to park itself, like it went past the point like where the pin is, and then it just kept going, and then it went and kind of turned into a parking spot. So I guess we'll see what it does when it gets like closer up here. I usually turn left. I like to park there, but it wants to turn right for some reason. So I'm just going to disable it right there, and we'll fix that. And here we go. We made it to Sam's Club without touching the steering wheel once. Again, this is really impressive. I can't wait to see some of the more of the stuff added to actually allow me to put my sunglasses on. But overall, I'm really impressed with full self-driving, and not so much my parking. Dang. But if there's anywhere you guys want to see me try to go on full self-driving in the near future, just let me know in the comments. All right, guys, that's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, like I said earlier, let me know in the comments below if there's anywhere in Fort Collins you want to see me navigate to, any specific routes. I'm free to try pretty much anything. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.